Hello Virgo, and welcome back to Spectral Readings. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you liked the video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you to those of you who do. I do Virgo readings here every day if I can. And also, I just finished my website, spectralreadings.com, link in the description, and that's for if you want to book a service with me or donate. I have just links that allow you to do that with all my prices and stuff. And anyway, Virgo, this reading is what's coming toward you. I haven't done this reading in about a week, so let's see if anything new is coming toward you or some of the same things. Let's see, anything else? I think that'll be it. I'll get started using the Kipper deck. What's coming toward Virgo? Toil and labor. Oh my gosh, does this card come out every time for you? Toil and labor, so perhaps an exciting work opportunity is coming toward you. I say that a little bit sarcastically. This is kind of an opportunity to do some of the legwork for somebody. False person is coming toward you. Interesting. Okay, and let's see just a little bit more about this before I spout off. Somebody might be coming in to give you like a menial task. Sudden wealth. Interesting. Okay, and I'm glad I clarified that a bit more. And this card almost came out, and it went to the bottom of the deck. Great fortune. We'll keep it out. So, what's coming toward you is an opportunity to make money. So if you're starting somewhere, starting a job, or an opportunity comes where you can do work for somebody, even if it's work for yourself, they're making it seem like it's less than it is. If somebody gives you like 5 hours a week to do something, it could very well turn into something great. And also, just know that any opportunity that comes to you, if you make the most of it, you might not climb the ladder straight up with whoever gave you the opportunity, even if it's a relationship, you know, but you might meet somebody or, you know, be able to expound upon that opportunity that comes to you. So it says toil and labor, so what that means to me is it's a menial task. It's like somebody saying, hey, can you rake the leaves in my lawn? And then it turns into, hey, can you do this wonderful thing for me, like, now that I trust you. See what I'm trying to say? Okay, what else? What's coming toward Virgo? This is amazing. King of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles. Also, if you hear something that sounds like a cat eating from a metal bowl, that's what's happening. My little baby boy, Merlin. Anyway, so you have Sun and Wealth, Great Fortune, King of Pentacles, and Ten of Pentacles. What is going on here with Virgo's money? Page of Wands. So, this is the very beginning of something, and you're going to have an idea or have an opportunity, and if you run with it, if you can make the most of it, it'll lead you to great places. Can you tell me more about this opportunity that's coming toward Virgo? Five of Swords came out. Somebody's going to show you something and say, this is what it is, right? But remember, see the similarities with this false person? See the fan she's holding? And see how he's holding kind of like a fan of swords? They're the same card. But, I mean, they're not the same card, but similar energy coming through. This person or thing that's coming toward you is really gonna lay things out in a way that makes it seem like it's less than it is. That's the biggest thing that's coming through here. But it's gonna be a person who tells you, this is how something is, you know, this is what I have to offer, this is what this thing is. Somebody who tries to like lay the line for you. That might help you recognize this opportunity when it comes. Somebody who has something to offer. Maybe you're responding to an ad on Craigslist or something like that. Okay, what else is coming toward Virgo? I'll try to separate this. I'll use a different tarot deck. Okay, what else is coming toward Virgo? Yeah, if somebody says, hey, can you do this? You know, it's just this, but maybe you can do something with it, you know? That'll be good. Okay, but what else is coming toward Virgo? Okay, Page of Swords. Tell me your story, Page of Swords. Okay, so she has herself together. She has herself together. I get the sense that you might be... the end might be coming near for something that you just haven't been able to get ahead on. And I'm picking up on like housework or something like that. Two of Cups. The Hermit. And Six of Swords. Six of Swords is the like cliche like getting yourself together card and having all of your ducks in a row. So with you getting all of your ducks in a row and finding balance inside of your hermit life, you're going to be able to progress. It's like what's coming toward you here as well is you're coming to like some sort of a conclusion, and you're going to be able to move out of your cave. Because you have yourself together and you've found balance, and you've also found balance in your emotions between your I'm seeing like the light side and the shadow side. You've done the work, so now you can kind of progress forward toward the Page of Swords. Now I understand that you're moving forward towards some sort of opportunity, but I want to see with this deck, what is Virgo going toward? Okay. Okay. I see. Okay, Ten of Swords. Death. And the High Priestess. Now first, let me tell you about the High Priestess. That High Priestess is in a deck of mine, Persephone. So she spends a life outside in the surface world in the spring, and then later she goes into the underworld. So what you're going toward is away from, and also the High Priestess is going into the unknown, basically going into your unconscious, going into a different world. It's like a shift, right? So you're going into some sort of a shift because Ten of Swords and Death. Because something was too much for you. You bit off more than you could chew, and it kind of caused you to die, to hit rock bottom, basically, in one way or another, right? Maybe you weren't destitute, but maybe you were just so over-encumbered by some sort of a situation, or by carrying, something with you, right? That you just fell. You couldn't take it anymore. You couldn't bear it. And what did you do? You released it, right? Then you got all of your ducks in a row. You sorted yourself out. With this Hermit card. And with the Six of Swords and the Two of Cups. You sorted yourself out and you went into your internal world. Okay? And that's the High Priestess as well, going into your internal world, but as the Page of Swords. Being able to stand up for yourself. What you're going toward is being able to stand up for yourself on some sort of a unconscious journey, right? Going into a world that is only yours and being able to say, being able to claim it. What you're going toward is being able to claim yourself for who you are on the inside. That's what it is. Now, Romance Angels deck. What's coming toward Virgo? I'm not feeling much new in the relationship department. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. And romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Interesting. So if you have some sort of a romantic feeling, follow it. And I always give the advice of, if you can't live it in the real world, you know, try to find it in a book or in a movie, you know, some way that you can experience it and like live vicariously through a character. But if you have a romantic feeling, if you're like, you know, it's my time is now for romance, maybe you can go out and kind of put yourself in situations where you might actually find a partner, because you're not necessarily in a situation where you might find a partner as the Hermit, right? But maybe if you're being true to yourself now as a High Priestess and kind of going out as the Page of Swords, you might be able to be putting yourself in a position where you can experience romance, right? So, you know, go for it if you can, but also let your friends help you. This is a great time for you to talk to your friends and touch base with them. Ask for and accept support from others. Maybe somebody is like just out of a romantic fling or something like that, and instead of just like trying to fill that void in your life by like rebounding, hang out with your friends if you can. Although, like, stay home. It's, you know, depending on like how things are in your area. But there's more that needs to come out for the money, and I'm gonna do it with the Oracle deck. What say you, Oracle? What does Virgo need to know about what's coming for them? You know, I feel like you're going to have some sort of amount of confidence in yourself if you are visiting family for holidays. You know, when you go and visit family, they have questions usually, and you're put in a position where you have to like answer for yourself. You might just be honest, you know, with how things are going, and instead of trying to make yourself sound relatable and sound like what they would want to hear. Yeah, and if you're carrying pressure from your family, it might be hindering you from being free and being able to be yourself. Being the High Priestess that you are. I did some, you know, maintenance on my clock yesterday. You might have noticed that the weights weren't all in, and it sounds beautiful. When I got that clock, it was actually not chiming at all, and it didn't have the correct weights, so that was an interesting project. If you put yourself in a position where you need to do something, especially if it's like an opportunity where you can make money, just like say you can. You know, nothing is too hard. I'm not a clock person, you know, or a clock repairman. I think there's a word for that. Clockmaster. All That Glitters is the card that came out. So this card is there's a message, I'm trying to remember exactly how it's like if all of the glitter was gone, would you still want it? So remember to look at things as they are, and not just all of like the wonderful flashy benefits, like you get to say you do something cool, but really when it comes down to it, like remember, toil and labor, right? When it comes down to it, do you enjoy doing the work? Are you really doing too much? You know, just remember to look at things honestly. And, okay, it will help you in negotiating any new opportunity that comes. Like, maybe it would seem cool, you know, and that might be one of the draws to the opportunity. Like, it would be cool. But don't sell yourself short, right? Because nothing is too cool for you. Like, of course you can do it. You know, but you have to be compensated appropriately. And it will lead to great fortune and sudden wealth, too. So, Now, so that's good. So remember to negotiate for yourself. That's what this All That Glitters card is reminding you to do. Now, what else? I will ask the tarot, what should Virgo do in order to have the best outcome? What should Virgo do in order to have the best outcome? 5 of Pentacles. So, avoid disappointment. So definitely negotiate for yourself. I'll use the other tarot deck as well. What should Virgo do? It'll absolutely be worth it to negotiate for yourself. Too many cards just came out. Okay. 4 of Pentacles. So a choice has to be made, and you have to be able to make the decision to make the most out of an opportunity that comes, like to see the needle in a haystack, right? So you have to be able to see an opportunity, take it for yourself, and then be sure that you're not left out in the cold. Be sure you're not taking on too much for yourself, but not being compensated enough. What else? Okay, that's a pretty specific message, and it's seasonally appropriate, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere. Clove is very good for banishing adverse energy and curses in your house. So clove and cinnamon are both very good, and they work well together. And something you can do if you have those two things, very simple, is a pot of water on your stove, or even like a pan or something, not too much water, right? Put clove and cinnamon inside and just simmer it. And that will help your whole house. I'm also picking up on orange. You can put orange peel in there, or if you have some sort of an orange oil. That'll keep things bright. And another thing you can do, and this is only going to be for the select few of you who are more into witchcraft, which always surprises me that not too many of you are, because I think tarot and witchcraft go hand in hand. But I digress. If you have charcoal, orange peels that have been dried, and garlic skin, just like the papery stuff, put garlic skin and orange peel on charcoal that's been lit and that's hot and stuff in a little cauldron with a handle, and just kind of walk around. It smells okay, you know, it smells decent, but it's so good at banishing adverse energy, but also replacing it with positive energy. It's amazing. So whatever your goal is, right, make sure you're doing something about it. And preferably, you know, energetically as well as physically, right? So like if you want to attract somebody, go out, right? But also do some attraction rituals and stuff. But anyway, is there anything else that Virgo needs to know about what's coming toward them? No, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you to those of you who do. I do Virgo readings every day if I can. If you need something from me, go to my website, spectralreadings.com. Also, if you want to donate, go there as well. And if you donate over 1111 or 1111 or over, I'll email you an oracle card just for you. And anyway, thank you for coming, and I will see you next time.